Ronnie.
Hey, how you doing? You know what? We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about in sports. You know, when I was like 15 years old, by the way, that was 50 years ago, I wanted to be the next Frank Robinson or even Willie Horton. Now today, a young man who's a catcher that I'm about to introduce you to may one day become a household name. These kind of stories I like to call the future sports stars of Michigan.
Being a catcher, you got to always be super engaged in the game.
At just 15 years of age, Bloomfield Hills' Broder Katke is rated among the best young catchers in all of youth baseball.
The part where you fail more than you succeed, it's almost like a challenge. Just being able to work towards always trying to succeed more than you fail, which probably won't happen, but it's a good goal.
Did I say he was just 15? Yes, he's a real dream catcher. For example, just tossing around a baseball with his younger brothers, Theo and Henry, at the Motor City Baseball Academy in Rochester Hills. He's a natural for a kid who's a star on the rise.
And then I had a really good 13U summer, really good 13U spring, and ended up going to Select Fest. So that was a really cool goal to accomplish. And then after that, it kind of just took off from there. It's only like the work don't stop, it only like keeps going.
And now that he's 15, he is setting a trailblazing pace with aspirations of the big leagues, with a maturity philosophy seen more on players far beyond his years.
For me, like the sport, you know, for the baseball end of it, yeah, he's awesome. That's great. But to me, it's more than that. This kid is going to go, whether he goes to the MLB, whatever he does, he's going to be very successful in life. And somebody's going to be lucky if he works for you, because he's a hell of a young man.
Last year, as a member of the 13U Select team, which showcases the best of the best baseballers nationwide. However, what caught his eye were these kids from the East Tennessee Children's Hospital. Broder was so touched by what he witnessed, he decided on his own, taking a swing at raising $3,000 or more through fundraising and social media.
There's a reason why you're doing this, and you're raising money for children who need care. Something happened, something you saw that said, I've got to step up and do my part. Why?
I mean, being able to see those kids last year was really an eye-opening experience. Just, you know, those kids came and visited us, and they don't really know what their future is going to be like, obviously, and they don't have the opportunity that we do to go and play baseball. I mean, we just played wiffle ball and played Fortnite with them, and they were so satisfied with that. And really their joy was just, it was infectious, just seeing them so happy for just such a basic thing. And it just really made me think, you know, I can't take anything for granted, and I want to go and help these kids as much as I can.
And that cat is so mature, but guess what? He's already made a commitment to go to Duke University, and his favorite baseball team in the majors, unfortunately, the St. Louis Cardinals. But he did tell me this: if the Tigers came calling, he'd answer that phone.
He may not have a choice, right? And the Tigers, of course, could use his help down the road.
15 years old.
Love to see it. You saw him here first, and you can't help but cheer for a kid like that and get behind a guy who's already doing great things.
How about it?
Thanks, Ronnie.
Thank you.